Hello, everybody. Hey, hey, ho, ho, hoo, woo, woo, yabba dabba doo, and hello to you. Hey, it's Rob at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. That's me, Rob, Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, and little out of order here today. It was April 20th. Now it's April 21st, 2024. And as you can see on the advertisement here, let me straighten this out a little bit. We have the Silicon Valley Card and Collectible Show today, April 20th. Well, I guess that was yesterday. Now it's 12:57 a.m. So now it's 21st on Sunday. Just finished a video where I showed all the stuff that I picked up. I went to this show today, picked up a bunch of stuff, and here are some future shows that they're going to be having there at the Westgate Center there on Saratoga. Saratoga right by, I think, Hamilton, over by Lawrence Expressway, just down the road from me, about 7 or 8 miles. And it's free to get in, and just like 12 to 15, 20 tables set up. Bunch of graded stuff, so if you're into graded, some vintage, and then a bunch of loose stuff, which is mostly what I picked up. But anyways, had a good time, talked to some people, sent them my way. Hopefully they'll watch my videos, like Alan, I think Jim, Juan, all those guys got some deals. Anyways, did like a 50-minute video showing all the stuff that I picked up. Sorry folks, couldn't do it any quicker, but I delayed the release I'm uploading it now as we're doing this video, but I'm delayed the release till tomorrow morning, like at 10 o'clock our time, so be 1 o'clock or later for the rest of you guys. But I don't know how many people see it. A lot of you guys are at Strongville show, but anyways, there's the address. I guess technically in San Jose. San Jose Card Show is what I always called it. You can scan that QR code if you want and bring you to this little advertisement. They did one on, I guess they're doing it in August again, the Cow Palace. That one, I don't know if you have to pay to get in because they have like autograph guests. Never been to that one. I've been to the Cow Palace for rodeo. I guess that's where the Sharks used to play, maybe the Warriors, and a bunch of concerts in the past, but now it's pretty much unused except for this kind of stuff, the Dickens Fair. Anyway, so just a few highlights. What I picked up, I was able to pick up this MSA Catfish Hunter Hall of Famer 1976 Safelon disc, which I've never seen a Safelon, never even heard about them. Mint 9, and it was just in like some rummage bin of cards the guy had. I asked him what he wanted, and he was like $8, and I was like, grading something like that would cost more than $8. And I love the MSA discs. MSA right here, or is it? Maybe it's on the back. Anyways, Hall of Famer. I never knew Catfish Hunter was dead, though. I thought he was alive. But I love me the MSA discs, but that's a different brand stamp on the back that I didn't know about. It's a huge slab and really pretty heavy. So it's an old slab. There you go, MSA Michael Schickner and Associates. You see his plastic lunch bags, I guess people could buy in the 70s, send your kids to school or whatever with food. But anyways, I thought that was cool. And for $8, if these cards at that grade are going for about, I don't know, $30 to $40. Tins are like over 50, but for $8 you can't go wrong. I don't particularly do graded for the most part, but that's pretty cool. I'll take it. My other big hit that I got was the Andre Dawson Sweet Spot Classic Greats, Old Style Classics. baseball card, and that is a piece of a sweet spot on a baseball that they cut out and had Andre Dawson, or signed Andre Dawson ball and cut it out, put it in here, or sent these to Andre Dawson, cut the thing out. Anyways, it's a piece of a baseball bat, baseball, pardon me, with the stitching and all that on leather. Andre Dawson signed from Upper Deck. And then super cool. I've always liked those those ball ones where they inserted a piece of the ball into a card. And I always wanted one. I didn't know Andre Dawson had any. And then I asked the guy if he had any Dawson stuff, and this is what he had. And I was like, yep, gotta get that. And I got this and a bunch of other stuff from him for pretty cheap. So that is my other main hit pickup, whatever, from the show. Trying to find the date on here, folks, sorry. I believe this is, boy, where's the date? 2003. That's right over here. So it's 2003. I haven't even read it yet. Oh yeah, I did. Alright, so that's cool. Then we got a bunch of just rando stuff, like some of these things. And the other cool thing I did pick up, I always wanted one of these, was one of the wiffle ball disc cards. So I picked up Thurman Munson, another MSA disc for wiffle ball, 76. Got some pretty good deals. But I saw this sitting there, and this is an older box, Volume 2, Sportkings, Volume 2. Now, the cards usually aren't super great, but my Andre Dawson one that I picked up from eBay like a month ago was pretty cool. They got the full size and then kind of the Gaudy size minis. And even though the card stock's like, I liked them better than the same versions that Upper Deck put out. But the cool thing about this is you will get one of the following: an on-card autograph, Game Ward swatch, art card, or Century Heroes cut signature. I always get the relics, but a lot of their relics are worth some pretty good stuff because they have a pretty good list of people that you can pick up, and they're kind of rare. So only thing is, most of the relics don't have like a picture of the person or something like that. It's just like a picture of a jersey hanging on a, they never look like this or this or even that. They're always just like a picture of a jersey on a hanger and then the jersey next to it. But nevertheless, those are super cool cards. Very inexpensive. They look pretty cool. And you can get some decent players out of this stuff. May not be Hall of Famers, but you're going to get some decent superstars. Kind of guys like, I don't know, let's say you got, let's say the Chicago Bulls or something like that. You would probably get somebody like Luke Longley or somebody, somebody who's not in the Hall of Fame. But there's the that's the bonus pack, so it's the only one that's in an actual like foil pack. These are from Sage. Sage, most popular for doing the hit football prospect cards, like the college players going into the draft. So but they do put these out every now and then, and it's a mix of different sports. You will get some baseball people, football, basketball, track and field, Olympics, all that kind of stuff. So there you can read that. We'll get to that last. Alright, but I feel like opening these. So these are from 2020. So these have come and gone. These regular cards, the card stock, they just come in these clear things. The cardstock's okay, and the images are pretty cool, but you know, they're not super high quality either. They're not like super flimsy, but they're not high quality either. A little thinner stock maybe. We'll see about this one. I think maybe they change over the years. And then you should get one Gaudi size mini in each one of these, but yeah, some years look better than others as far as the images. But yeah, so it's a little thin, but not super flimsy. Chrome, and the way they do these are in volume, so they do like first 49 cards, and then the second volume is like the next 50 cards. So you should probably get most of them in a blaster or something like that. So we'll show that. I don't particularly need to show the back of all these. Maybe I will. Leah Pruitt, racer. So there you go, female race car driver. If you guys want to pause and read that stuff, go ahead. Try to make this video shorter because my last one was so long. Alright. Football player Gerald Ford, Emmett Smith. Alright. But they are cool cards. They're neat. They're kind of an old style classic card. They're in the style that Gaudi, 1930s I believe, or 20s. I think it's the early 30s. Chris Martin. It almost looks like they have a license there. Or they're not showing enough of it to warrant them needing the that does talk about the Jets, so I don't know. Alright, then we got a pugilist, Schwan Porter, boxer. So they are cool looking cards. I don't know if the base cards carry much value, but sometimes some of them do, like some of the Hall of Famers. I paid $4 or $5 for my Andre Dawson mini, and I know the minis are worth a little bit more. John Morrison, apparently another boxer there. Look at him all dressed up. Yeah, that's a pretty cool image, so they did a good job this round. Boxing Pioneer, if you want to read about that. So that's pretty sweet. The boxing ones are pretty cool. Alright. And our mini, no, unless that's the upper deck one that has different colored packs. But as you can see, we got a duplicate, but it's the mini of Leah Pruitt. So apparently she's a drag racer. Alright. So that'll show you the difference between there's their full-size card. That's the Gaudi size mini. And this is your typical tobacco mini. So Patrick Kane there. Here's your tobacco size mini. So these usually a little more valuable than these for some reason on these. Because I think that's the original size of what these cards are trying to be like. These are trying to be like those Gaudis or whatever they are. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment when you subscribe, like, share these with other people like this kind of stuff. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I misspeak a lot. So that's pretty sweet. That's a nice looking card. Alright. No, there's no hits in these other packs, so no particular order. We have to open these. I've looked at the checklist, so there's no Dawson in this one. So he's not in any of the autographs or any of that stuff. Alright, and as you know, I prefer mini cards. I mean, these aren't the type of minis. I like the tobacco minis, but we'll get to that last. Alright, so then we got a hockey player, Dennis Potvin. Should have opened this yesterday on 420 because he's in the pot. So Dennis, hockey player. Yeah, they're actually using the names. A lot of those, like Panini and that will just say like the Chicago team. You can't even tell you. They don't even say like national or like National League, American League, or anything like that. Just got to guess based on the colors or knowing the team. Tony Manola, soccer player. Looks to be a goalie there. Please pause that anytime you want to see these cards. Alright. Our first baseball player, Jerry Grote. So there you go, catcher. Jerry Grote. Looks like a Met or something like that. Yep. So that's pretty cool. Got ourselves a baseball card. We'll put those aside. Wow. They're almost like art cards. They're not afraid to put other companies' logos right on their cards. Darrell Waltrip, unless they got the license for doing NASCAR. With his Budweiser hat there. Darrell Waltrip. He'd be tripping on 420. The next day he's still tripping. But it is just after midnight. Alright, here we go. This one's cool. I'll get to that next. We'll do this one first. Stephen LeBeau. Looks to be a yoga specialist. Just kidding. Diver. Alright, and then we got another baseball player, and this one's a pretty big one. Randy Johnson. Not too bad of an image of Randy Johnson. That one looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to skip the other. I'll skip the minis till the end, people. But that's pretty sweet. That's a good looking Randy Johnson card. So if you're a Randy Johnson super collector, just like I am for Dawson, I would love to have that card in my collection if I was a Johnson collector. But I do have them in my collection now. Don't really sell cards. I'm up for trading or anything, so any of this stuff any of you people see that you like, let me know what you think or what you're looking for. If it's something I don't need, I'm willing to part ways with stuff. Can't hurt to ask. And this is a fun little set. It's fun because they still they still try, you know. Like Goodwin Champions is kind of giving up on their old-fashioned design. There's Drew Brees. I believe he's the mini that we got last San Jose card show. One of those Panini like cracked ice reds or something numbered. So no NFL logos. Obviously, the Saints there. Gerald Ford likes that card. Hey, Rob, that's another football card. All right, we got another baseball card. And this one looks pretty cool. I dig it. Jesse Burkett. So, not too familiar with him. We'll have to read about him. So, we'll put him in the screen here. Give him a second to get focused. Jesse Burkett. So when I go back and watch this, I can pause it as well. Talking about Ty Cobb, my man there. So we can pause that and read about him. And he is in the Hall of Fame there in 1946, so that's pretty sweet. So you guys will get to learn something new about another baseball player if you choose to pause there. Something to do with horse racing or something. Todd Pletcher. Looks like one of the Kennedys. Exchange something or other. That looks like Robert's son. Yeah, must be a thoroughbred owner probably. All right. First bent up, chewed up card here on the edges a little bit. Bernie Federico. All right. There we go, another Hall of Famer coming up. All right, but first we got a beautiful horse card, Winks, for Tina Belcher on Bob's Burgers, who's in love with horses. Winks, he's winking at you there, Winks. So that's a nice looking card. Whoever did the artwork on these did a pretty good job. All right, Hall of Famer Ted Simmons. So there you go, Ted Simmons. Looks like St. Louis. All right. Set that mini aside. Once again, people, got a ton of stuff I want to show you people. Different ideas for videos and themes or whatever, or sets that I want to get to, and just not enough time, because then I mean, I'm not opposed to doing multiple videos a day. I could do videos all day, but then nobody would ever watch them, so I kind of got to spread it out, and as I spread it out, more stuff comes in, and then I never get around to some of the stuff I want to do. There you go. He's definitely a Hall of Famer in basketball, Bill Russell. So, yeah, this volume 2 is a really nice set. Thumbs up. Gotta cut my nails again, folks, I know. Chloe and Dino surfing. Alright, we got a surfer card. Alright, another skiing dude, Ted Ligety. It's got quite a write-up on him there. Alright, here's a blast from the past, name from the past. Maurice Cheeks. There you go, basketball, Maurice. Yeah, reminds me of a guy I used to work with, Mauricio. Wonder how that dude's doing. Must have been 10 years ago now. Jeez. Time's flying, folks. Roger Staubach. I got it on the second try this time. Hall of Fame footballer. Alright. Quite a write-up on him there. Conflated him with somebody else, I think, that went to the New Mexico Military Academy. Old Tom Morse, golf, that's pretty cool. It's like Santa Claus in the off season. Playing a little golf. That's a nice looking card though. Alright, last pack. Before their bonus pack. Before our minis in bonus pack. I wonder if we get a mini in the bonus pack. I don't remember. I don't think so. I think it's just one card. The hit. You know, I may have some of these Sportkings still in cellophane packs because I knew that you didn't get hits in them. And I think I had them all, so I just left them in the wrapper. So, and I believe they would be here in California with me, sitting in one of my other boxes. Mike Richter, hockey, another goalie. pretty cool. Cards not stick together, but they don't come apart very easy. Mark Allen, looks like some kind of runner or something like that, decathlon or something like that. Maybe not the best image of him. Triathlon. Alright. Next baseball player. Sweet. Walter Alston. They look like they got some wire cutting. That's probably how they cut these cards. For Dodgers there. Wow, he's in the Hall of Fame too. See, there's people you may not even know about. Not too familiar with his name. I'm familiar with the name of this next guy, but we'll save him for the end of this pack. So I think I've had some of these volume 2s before, obviously, because this card really stands out. Randall Cunningham. Philadelphia fans there. Oh boy, hey Rob, I liked Randall Cunningham. Hey Gerald Ford, how you doing? I'm excited getting to look at some football cards. Yeah, remember the Fog Bowl? Oh boy. Alright. Eduardo Mangiarotti. Fencing. Yep. It's funny. At work, we've been driving up and down the road, and we keep passing this place in Los Gatos. And they got a big fencing place over there, and I was like, wow, that's pretty neat. So they got this big fencing, kind of like a gym or something like that. And then, of course, this card's familiar to me. It should be familiar, at least the player. There you go, Babe Ruth. So we picked up Babe Ruth. Picked that up at the card show. Babe Ruth Stein. Bear Stein. Babe Ruth. So we got some Babe Ruth stuff today. And that's a cool card. Read about Babe Ruth and his exploits there. So, pretty nice. Now we're going to get to the minis. And the first mini, obviously the first one that we pulled was this one. And then the second pack would have had more Babe Ruth. So that card's probably worth more than the big Babe Ruth. It just is. And that would have been the size of a Babe Ruth card that you could have got during his playing days career. The cards would have been like this, kind of Cracker Jack size cards. Really neat. So it's cool. It's all cardboard paper stock, and just that flat image. It's shiny because of the ink, but it's not glossy by any means. Very old school. I love that. That's what I like old style classic baseball card to be like. So I'm super stoked with that. That's cool. And it's another one of those things. I really dig cards, these boxing cards. You know, that's what I was gonna say. The guy next to the Allen, and the guy I bought all those Allen and Ginter minis from, when you see the other video, he was like at the end. So the regular table went this way, and I bought some from this guy Allen, and then the guy here had all the Allen and Ginter stuff, and the guy at the end of the table had like 3 cases, and like all graded, but like 90% of the stuff he had was boxing, and I'm talking like 1900s boxing, like all these different tobacco company boxing cards, and just some beautiful stuff, all graded. And so that's probably why I was kind of like leaned against some of that stuff. I was like, I would like to have some of those boxer cards that he had, but not graded. And plus he didn't have like prices on the actual slabs or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, if he was like, oh, this one's like $30 or something like that, and it was like some name I knew, and it was graded like a PSA 2 or something, and I might have been like, yeah, I'll get one of those just to have that cigarette brand or something like that. But since it didn't have prices, I didn't want to go into it. And but he just had some beautiful cards. Wasn't getting any business either. But if you're into vintage boxing, tobacco size minis and all that, yeah, you could still go tomorrow from 11 to 7, and that guy's there. He's got some great looking boxing cards. And who knows, someday when I need something different to collect besides just baseball, boxing would be a pretty cool stuff to do, like pre-war, I think. Yeah, everything up through the 80s probably, or early 90s. Then boxing fell off and UFC came around, or MMA, and they kind of did to themselves what baseball and other sports are doing. All the pay-per-view and crap like that, it's just become too expensive. People don't care anymore. It's kind of what baseball's doing to itself by not allowing its product to be in any other product other than Topps. Fanatics. Alright, Steve LeBeau. So we did pull this mini. I don't know if I showed the back of this Sean one or not, so we'll go ahead and go back. And last but not least, there you go, you Cowboys fans, Emmitt Smith. So that's a pretty cool card. So all those minis pretty neat. Especially dig the boxing one, the Babe Ruth. Lovely lady here. Alright, people, I hope you enjoy that. Old style cards, old style classics, old style classic baseball cards. Alright, folks, thanks for watching. And let's see if we can get this to focus again. Dagnabbit. There we go. Thanks for watching Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. I'm Rob. There's the basic stuff that I got from that card show. And I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, like, leave comments, share these with other people. Thank you. Take it easy, guys. Bye.